I'm Jack.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. Thanks for joining us again. Whether you're at home, walking, or on a coffee break, we're really glad you're here.
All right, let me start with a quick question. Have you ever wanted to speak English, but the moment you start, you feel nervous or unsure?
Oh, yes. Maybe your voice gets quiet, your heart races, and suddenly you just stop talking.
Exactly. And you know what? That's completely normal. Almost everyone feels this way sometimes.
Yeah, I remember the first time I had to speak in English in front of a group. My hands were shaking, and I couldn't remember a single word.
Been there? But the good news is, confidence isn't something you're born with. You can learn it, and we'll show you exactly how today.
Right. Confidence is not about perfect grammar, fancy words, or trying to sound like a native speaker.
It's about presence, tone, clarity, and a few practical techniques you can start using immediately.
By the end of this episode, you'll know simple ways to speak English with more confidence, without feeling stressed or awkward.
So, let's dive in and get started. All right, Sarah, before we jump into tips, let's talk about what confidence really means.
Yeah, because a lot of English learners think confidence means speaking perfectly, fast, or using big words.
Exactly. That's a very common misconception. But the truth is, confidence has very little to do with grammar or fancy vocabulary.
Right. You can speak with a few simple words, make small mistakes, and still sound confident.
Absolutely. Think about it. Have you ever listened to a native speaker who hesitated a little or made a tiny mistake?
Of course. And did it make them sound unconfident? No. They just kept talking naturally.
That's the key. Confidence is about being clear, calm, and engaging, even if your English isn't perfect.
Exactly. And it's also about how you carry yourself while speaking. Not just the words, but your tone, pace, and presence.
Another way to think about it, confidence is like a skill. You can practice it, just like learning vocabulary or grammar.
And the great thing? Even small changes, like pausing instead of rushing, or standing tall while speaking, make a huge difference.
So, today, we'll focus on practical techniques you can use immediately to sound more confident.
Because at the end of the day, people respond more to your presence and clarity than whether every sentence is perfect.
Exactly. Okay, now that we know what confidence really is,
Let's dive into the first tip that makes a big difference: your body language and voice tone.
all right, Sarah, first big tip for sounding confident: body language and voice tone.
Yes, and this is something a lot of learners overlook. Even if no one sees you, your body affects your voice.
Exactly. Standing or sitting up straight, smiling, taking a deep breath, it all makes your voice stronger and more confident.
And don't forget gestures. Using your hands naturally while speaking helps you feel more in control.
Let's try a quick exercise. Say this sentence flat. I'm really happy about this.
Okay, I'm really happy about this.
Now, try saying it again with excitement and add a little smile.
I'm really happy about this.
See the difference? Even small changes make you sound confident instantly.
And the same goes for voice tone. Don't speak in a flat monotone. Native speakers vary their pitch depending on emotion or emphasis.
Exactly. You can even exaggerate a little when practicing. Make it fun. Pretend you're telling a friend something exciting.
For example, instead of just saying, "I met my friend today," you could say, "I met my friend today," with excitement.
Right. And even a slight pause before or after important words adds strength. Like, I really love learning English.
It sounds natural and confident, and the listener immediately feels your energy.
Another tip, mirror your listener if you're in a conversation. Sit up straight, nod naturally. It makes your presence stronger.
And even if it's a video call, posture still matters. People can hear confidence in your voice when your body supports it.
Exactly. So, strong posture, natural gestures, and a lively tone are your first tools for sounding confident.
Up next, we'll talk about something that many learners struggle with, speaking too fast, and how slowing down can instantly boost your confidence.
All right, Sarah. Now that we've covered body language and tone, let's talk about something many learners struggle with: speaking too fast.
Yes, I see this all the time. When people are nervous, they rush. Their sentences get jumbled and they sound unsure.
Exactly. And here's the secret. Slowing down makes you sound more confident instantly.
Think about it. When a native speaker is confident, they don't speak in a rush. They take short pauses to think and emphasize key points.
Let's try an example. Say this quickly. I went to the store yesterday and I bought some bread, and then I saw my friend and we talked for a long time.
I went to the store yesterday and I bought some bread, and then I saw my friend and we talked for a long time.
Exactly. Now say it slowly, pausing naturally. I went to the store yesterday and I bought some bread. Then I saw my friend and we talked for a long time.
Wow. Just by slowing down and pausing, it sounds calm and confident.
Pauses also give the listener time to process what you're saying and give you time to think without panicking.
A good tip is to pause after important words. For example, I really like learning English.
Perfect. It makes each word feel more intentional and shows control.
And don't worry, pauses don't mean you're slow or unsure. They mean you're in control.
Exactly. Remember, slow, steady speech is one of the fastest ways to sound confident.
Up next, we'll talk about another tip that really helps learners sound confident: using simple, clear language.
All right, Sarah. Now let's talk about something many learners overlook: using simple, clear language.
Yes, some learners think they have to use fancy words or long sentences to sound confident.
Exactly. But the truth is, the simpler your sentences, the clearer and more confident you sound.
For example, instead of saying, "I am exceedingly enthusiastic about attending this extraordinary event,"
You could just say, I'm really excited to go to this event.
see? Short, clear, and confident. No one needs complicated words to understand you.
And short sentences help your listeners follow your story or point easily.
Another tip: avoid trying to translate long sentences from your native language.
Yes, direct translation often makes English sound awkward or confusing.
Instead, break your ideas into small, clear sentences.
For example, instead of, because of the sudden precipitation, I was compelled to return home immediately.
You can say, "It started raining suddenly, so I went home right away."
Much simpler. And it already sounds confident.
And here's a quick exercise for our listeners. Next time you speak, try reducing long sentences into 2 to 3 short sentences.
Yes. Focus on clarity, not trying to sound smart. That's the real confidence trick.
Another benefit, short sentences give you natural pauses for emphasis.
Exactly. They give the listener time to understand, and you time to breathe and think.
All right, next we'll put this into action with a mini role play so you can practice sounding confident.
All right, Sarah. Now let's put everything into action with a mini role play.
Yes, role plays are great because they let listeners practice confidence in real situations.
I'll go first. I'll pretend I'm nervous, and you show the confident version.
Okay, let's try it.
I went to the store yesterday, and I saw my friend.
Okay, now listen. Here's how I would say it confidently. I went to the store yesterday and saw my friend. We had a great conversation and it was really fun.
Wow! Just by speaking clearly and using short sentences, it already sounds confident.
Exactly. And notice, I paused naturally and used simple language.
All right, your turn now. Pretend I'm a nervous listener.
I cooked dinner and it was, okay.
I cooked dinner tonight, and it turned out really well. I'm proud of it.
See? Small changes, short sentences, calm tone, small pauses instantly make you sound confident.
Listeners, here's your challenge. Pick a small story from today or yesterday. Say it aloud, first as if you're nervous, then rewrite it confidently.
Even 30 seconds of practice like this helps you sound stronger and more natural.
Exactly. The more you practice, the easier it becomes.
Next, we'll talk about another subtle but powerful tip: eye contact, even on video calls.
All right, Sarah. Now let's talk about something simple, but very powerful. Eye contact.
Yes, because eye contact instantly makes you sound more confident, even before you say a word.
Exactly. When you look at someone while speaking, it shows confidence, honesty, and interest.
And this is important, even if you're speaking English online, on Zoom, or recording a video.
Right. On video calls, looking at the camera feels like eye contact to the listener.
If you're always looking down or away, your voice naturally sounds weaker and less confident.
But when you lift your head and look forward, your voice becomes stronger automatically.
And don't worry, you don't need to stare.
Yeah, that can feel uncomfortable.
Just look naturally, nod a little, and relax your face.
Another tip. When you make eye contact, you also slow down your speech without trying.
That's true. It helps you stay calm and present in the conversation.
So next time you speak English, whether in person or on a screen, remember this.
Good posture, relaxed face, and natural eye contact.
All right, now let's talk about something everyone worries about: making mistakes.
And how confident speakers handle them.
All right, Sarah, let's talk about something every English learner is afraid of: making mistakes.
Yes, this is a big one. Many people stop speaking because they're scared of saying something wrong.
Exactly. But here's the truth. Mistakes are completely normal.
Native speakers make mistakes too. They just don't panic when it happens.
And that's the key difference. Confident speakers don't stop. They simply continue.
For example, if you say, "I go to the park," you can calmly say, "I went to the park," and keep going.
Notice something important there. You didn't apologize. You didn't freeze. You just corrected yourself.
That sounds confident.
Exactly. Over-apologizing can actually make you sound unsure.
Another option is to just keep going if the mistake doesn't matter.
Most listeners care about understanding, not grammar.
And when you react calmly, the listener feels comfortable too.
Here's a mindset shift for you. Mistakes mean you're using English, not failing at it.
Yes, every mistake is proof that you're learning and improving.
So next time you make a mistake, smile, correct it, or don't, and move on.
That calm reaction alone will make you sound much more confident.
Up next, we'll share a few mental tricks that help you feel confident before you even start speaking. All right, Sarah, now let's talk about confidence before you even speak.
Yes, because confidence often starts in your mind, not your mouth.
One powerful trick is changing what you tell yourself.
Instead of thinking, "My English is bad," try thinking, "I'm communicating," and that's enough.
That small change reduces pressure immediately.
Another trick, focus on sharing, not impressing.
Exactly. You're not here to sound smart, you're here to be understood.
And here's a simple one. Take a slow breath before you speak.
Just one deep breath can calm your nerves and steady your voice.
You can also visualize success.
Picture yourself speaking clearly. Picture the listener smiling and understanding you.
Your brain believes what you practice, even mentally.
So remember, confidence is a habit. The more you practice calm thinking, the stronger it becomes.
All right, now let's give our listeners one final practice challenge.
All right, now it's your turn.
Yes, this is where real confidence starts. Not by listening, but by practicing.
We want you to think of a very small moment from today.
Nothing big, maybe something that happened at home, at work, or on your way outside.
Now here's the challenge. When you speak, remember 3 things.
First, slow down.
Second, use simple, clear sentences.
And third, focus on confidence, not perfection.
Try saying something like, "Today I talked to a friend. We had a nice conversation. I felt good."
Say it out loud, even if you're alone.
If you want, pause this podcast right now.
And practice for 30 seconds.
Then come back and keep listening.
Doing this every day, even for 1 minute, will change how confident you feel in English.
Confidence grows with action.
All right, let's wrap up today's episode.
So before we end today's episode, let's quickly review what we talked about.
First, confidence does not mean perfect English.
It means speaking clearly, calmly, and with intention.
We learned that slowing down your speech makes you sound more confident instantly.
We also talked about using simple words instead of complicated ones.
And how your voice, your tone, and pauses can say more than grammar.
Remember, confident speakers are not faster speakers.
They are clear speakers.
The more you practice speaking, even in small moments, the stronger your confidence becomes.
And don't wait until you feel ready. Confidence comes after you start speaking.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to subscribe Easy Conversation Podcast.
And if this episode helped you, share it with a friend who's learning English.
You can also practice today's tips and leave a comment or message telling us how it went.
We love hearing your stories and progress.
In the next episode, we'll talk about another useful topic to help you speak more naturally in English.
Until then, keep practicing, keep speaking.
And keep it simple.
Thanks for listening. See you next time.